Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Heroes of the Storm. Today is an exciting day as today marks the introduction of the very first Overwatch hero in Heroes of the Storm. Today we get to play Tracer. Alrighty, so welcome to the Dragon Shard. Now I've been lucky enough to actually have played Overwatch for quite a lot of time already. And the thing that I love about Overwatch is that there are so many different heroes available. Now I've played a couple of matches with Tracer so far in Heroes of the Storm as well. And she actually plays very similarly as she does in Overwatch. So in Overwatch, she is going to be an extremely high skill ceiling hero. It basically means that if you play her extremely well, you're also going to be able to see extremely good results. However, it comes at the cost of her being very difficult. She's one of the heroes that could technically considered to be one of those heroes that can go ahead and carry a game. I'm very low HP, my damage output is insane, and on top of that, as you may have already noticed, I don't actually have any mana. Now, as the very first talent that I'm going to pick is going to be Slipstream. All the talents that I'm going to go ahead and pick, I will post down below in the description of the video. However, basically what they're aimed about is to try and keep me alive for longer so that I cannot, you know, make myself as much of an idiot when playing this match and commentating at the same time. Now, you may have already noticed, right? I got a whole bunch of different abilities, and the abilities will actually slowly but surely charge up my ultimate. The ultimate in the bottom right corner, or my R ability right there, or I guess it wouldn't be bottom right corner, I guess it would be the middle, right? Either way, that ultimate is available from level number 1. And the way it charges up is by me using my W ability, which I only can really use at short range combat, and I basically punch someone in the face, and then I will gain some more charging. And I can also go ahead and just simply charge it by hitting things in the face. Now, you get extra charge from using... Whoopsie daisies, that's another ability right there that I got. I can also go ahead and charge it up by hitting enemies in the face. So as you may have noticed already, I can use that to my advantage. Now, I'm gonna need some help here in the top lane. Hopefully someone will come and help out. Alrighty. Now, all the different abilities that I got are basically based around mobility. So I have Blink, for example, and Blink is basically a way for me to dash forward. Now, I have 3 charges of that in total. Sadly, I'm not really getting too much in right here. But basically, the 3 charges of it will allow me to, you know, get across the battlefield really quickly. Now, I'm trying to keep my teammate alive there. Whew! Looks like he is going to be able to just barely stay alive. However, basically what happens is I can use that blink to get really close towards a target. For example, then apply the pulse bomb to them, which is basically the sticky grenade. And then I can also go ahead and recoil out of it. So it's a really cool way to sort of like really get close and personal really quickly. So what I can, for example, try and do is do it just like that. Hit that ultimate on an enemy hero and go from there. Now, sadly, I didn't actually stick it to Diablo that time around. Little bit of a mess up by me, but you get the idea. The ultimate, by the way, does charge up rather quickly, so that's why it's alright sometimes to sort of waste it. As long as you're hitting someone in the face with the W, it charges up really quickly. Now, as far as the... there's a lot of people dying, by the way. As far as, like, the recoil goes, basically, it puts you back in the location that you were at just a second ago. So, what that means in a lot of scenarios is that you're going to be capable of, for example, you know, staying alive. And on top of that, it also removes all kinds of damage over time spells. So, let's say you're about to die, you recoil out of there. You're in a really good spot. Now, it looks like we may very well be able to pick up the... Ooh, nice. To pick up the... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I gotta go here. Oh, yes. Nice. To pick up the Dragon Knight. But obviously, all of these mobility spells, and in particular, the recoil as well as the blink, will allow you to be extremely mobile, right? I mean, I technically shouldn't even be hitting... or shouldn't ever actually be hit by... Oh man, I gotta really work on that aim. I, technically speaking, really should not get hit by very many abilities of my enemies at all. I can basically blink out of all of them, and I can recoil out of all bad scenarios. Now, that only obviously applies if I'm actually also gonna be able to play her properly, which is why I mean that she is such a high, you know, skill ceiling hero. The thing about her as well is that since she is so super high in mobility, they've obviously counterbalanced that by giving her a very low amount of HP. So my HP count just simply isn't that great. And my basic attack damage output, like every single hit of it, I suppose, isn't too amazing. But combined, it adds up. It adds up really quickly. Now, I really don't want to be leaving here because I got so many more things to do. Just gonna grab some more experience instead. Like I said, I'm gonna be putting the build that I'm using down below, so... if you're interested in reading up on the exact talents, it's all good. Basically, I'm upgrading my blink here, and I'm also upgrading my recoil to make sure that I get more charges and more safety, and therefore more survivability. She's never going to be a hero that can survive for very long. Oh, man. Okay. Did get a lot of damage in there. Sadly, not quite enough for a kill. Recall, by the way, is a very long cooldown. 20 seconds in total. So as long as you got Blink, it's really nice. Basically, right now, as soon as I do use Recall, I also get some extra charges. By the way, as far as the mana bar go, or the bar that you see below my hero in game, and also in the bottom left corner, I suppose it's like 0 out of 20 right now, is basically the amount of charges that I have on my weapon. And the weapon does automatically reload, but you can also manually do that by just hitting the D button. Now, I'm really not focusing on that very much. I'm just trying to, you know, work on the basics first, and eventually, when I feel a little bit more comfortable with her, I'm gonna be okay. You can see though, damage-wise, right, there's a ton of potential on here. And even though I'm definitely not playing her perfectly right now, I've had some traces go up against me that are ridiculously good. Hero damage-wise, we're way up there. We're definitely at the same level and the same tier, I suppose, as, for example, Li Ming, as like many of the other heroes in the game right now. Okay. Oh, look at the damage. It's insane. Like, you do so much damage to it. Maybe I should have even commit to just hitting him even more. But either way, we're doing work. We're doing work. Sadly, bottom lane is basically donated so far to the enemies. Oh, trying to hit the W. The thing about the W is that you need to literally be hugging the enemy. Like, if you're hugging the enemy, you have a chance of actually, like, unlocking it. If you're not hugging them, very small chance actually you're gonna hit it. So I tend to not use my W nearly as often as I should. My god. Guys, calm down. I'm just a little girl. Jeez. Alrighty. So, since we unlock our ultimate at level 10, or at level 1, basically the level 10 and level, you know, the level 10 talent will just increase the amount of charge up you get from it. And, or not so much a charge up, sorry, the amount of strength that you get from it. So there's all kinds of, oh god. There's all kinds of different upgrades you can pick. Right now, I went for the increased radius as well as like the sticky bomb. It adds a slow right now to enemies when it hits them, and like the radius of it in general is just going to be a little bit bigger. But the attack speed though is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely crazy. Basically, I got 2 pistols, right? I got 2 rifles in my hands, which definitely is noticeable. But the primary thing here to look at is how quickly, right here in the bottom left corner, right? How quickly that sort of charges out. Now he's probably gonna go ahead and try and jump on me, so I'll try and just defend the top one here. I'm all by myself though. The one thing though to keep in mind is that this isn't quite the same as like Overwatch, where you oftentimes have a really good chance at yeah, there's no way I can do that, but we did manage to buy enough time to get the ultimate. But basically in Overwatch, right, when you hit the blink button or the recall button, it's instant, right? Here you are dealing with a little bit of server delay, so it isn't quite as instant. Like sometimes you're gonna try and, you know, oh, he's actually going to the top. Sometimes you're gonna try and hit someone, and it just barely doesn't work out because you know, you hit the recall and there's like a little bit of server delay that you have to sort of take into account, and you know, it's a little bit frustrating, but in general, it's pretty straightforward. I still have the ultimate, by the way, charged up. Oh, man. Ha! The Dragon Knight just kicked him away right as I threw my pulse bomb. There's a little bit of, basically how the pulse bomb works, like, there's a little bit of a charge up for it. Oh, God. No, Lowko! No, no, no! Thank you, Mr. Abathur. What? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I thought I got my way out of that. Should have just walked a little bit further. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. We had a big ass cannonball to the face, if I'm not mistaken here. Really unfortunate. Either way though, we're gonna go ahead and pick the Ricochet here. Ricochet at 13, or yeah, at 13 is really good. Basically, we lack all kinds of splash damage unless like we use the ultimate, which you don't do to like clean up a creep wave. Obviously, since we attack very quickly, it's still pretty doable to kill someone, or like to kill the minions. But Ricochet seems to be one of the strongest talents to pick, as like it basically just like changed the you know, basic attack damage to the enemy heroes. Alrighty, heading towards the top lane now. But you can notice, right? I'm focusing really hard to try and play reasonable while also commentating in it at the same time. And I make a ton of mistakes still. Like, there is a lot of potential in this hero, and I can imagine that, like, you know, even in like 100 games, right, you're not even gonna be close to mastering her, since that mobility and since like the dodgeability of all kinds of skills is insane. I can imagine that this is gonna be one of those heroes that you will see some people use. Man, yeah, I got mind control. Not much I can do about that. Since like the mind or like the potential is so big, I can imagine that there's gonna be heroes out there or like players out there that will be able to, you know, just absolutely dominate on the hero. Now, sadly, we are actually not in a good spot anymore. Like, we were in a great place earlier. However, the enemies have taken a very, very good lead now. This is unfortunate for us. Come on, Slug. You gotta win us the game, bro. Come on, do something. Do something. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, like, the potential in this hero is insane. Like, hero damage-wise, you can see we're not quite way up there, but we're also not at the lowest end, right? We have a ton of potential there. And it seems like, since I'm still missing quite a bunch of auto attacks on heroes as well, you know, it seems that she has the option to do the top damage in the game for sure. No, 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 no. Dang. God, wasn't really there in time. Okay. That just hit the ultimate right there. On the Dragon Knight. Oh man, once again, that mind control is absolutely murdering me. Don't hit me, don't kick me, don't kick me. No kicking today. Thank you. Whoa, my god, once again, almost got cannonball to the face. That mind control, though, of Sylvanas is insanely good against her. Because, like, she dies if she doesn't have the mobility. Without mobility, I'm dead. Okay. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is scary. We can obviously still come back. We've got a full level disadvantage right now, even though we had a good advantage of it earlier. Good job. Heroes of the Storm is a game of comebacks. If there's any game you can come back, it's Heroes. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick lock and load it here. Basically, it's if you reload at a good timing, you can increase your basic attack. It's a little scary, but it's just something you gotta try and hit the D button for, I suppose. And you can increase the amount of basic attack damage that you do. Obviously, that's just a matter of practice, though. Once again, and it's hard to master. Okay. Trying to hit as many of my basic attacks on the enemy heroes, and it looks like we're doing a nice bit of pushing here. Scared though to use my W, like the punch in the face. Since you're gonna be so close to him, it's really quite terrifying to use. Don't really want to be fighting in the range of the siege tank, obviously. Oh man, I tried blinking forward there to touch the sticky bomb to Tassadar, but he just went invisible. Top lane is being pushed in really aggressively though. Ugh. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm trying it, or I'm getting the potential across here. The potential of the hero is wild. Now, one thing to note about Recall that is a little bit different to you know what? We're going in. Oh, man. The difference between Recall in Heroes of the Storm as well as Overwatch is a little bit, it's a little bit of like a health thing. So in Overwatch, if you hit Recall when you're at like low HP, you basically get sent back to the position that you were at with all the like negative effects removed that you just had, but also with the amount of health that you originally had. That health aspect basically got removed. So you have a level 20 talent for that, where it still like sort of does that, but right now in Heroes of the Storm, it works a little bit differently in that regard. I don't want to get mind control though. I saw her had to watch the bush. Get out, get out, get out. She is definitely gonna try and do the mind control. I don't know where she's at. But she left us alone. Dang it, once again. I was ready for it. No, no, no. No way. No way. Oh my god. I knew that it was gonna come, and it's like I walked as far away as possible from her, but she still managed to take me out. That is truly unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. Anyway, like you can see, right? We're up there against, like, you know, a very damage-heavy composition with the other dedicated damage dealers. We're up there against, like, heroes such as Li Ming, such as Sergeant Hammer. Well, technically Sergeant Hammer obviously being a specialist, but you get the point, right? There is a insane amount of damage potential, and I can imagine that, you know, after a while, there's going to be people that will be astoundingly good with Tracer. I'm looking forward to watching the pro matches as well. I don't know when she's going to be allowed to be used. Basically, right now, you can only pick up Tracer if you pre-purchase Overwatch, which is a little bit annoying. Like, it's not the most fun way, I suppose, to get a hero. I basically pre-ordered Overwatch ages ago, and I got access to the hero, but there's definitely, oh god, I'm trying to get over. There's definitely, you know, a bit of a learning curve with her, so I don't know if we're going to be playing, or seeing her play at all anytime soon in the game. We did pick the top tower just now, by the way, which is nice. So they won't just be able to pick up the... Oh my god, what are you doing there? Oh my god. Yeah, no, there's no way he's going to stay alive. All the ultimates right on him. Sadly, it looks like our beloved Abathur has just died as well. You think we can sneak out a dragon? That would be one way to come back. I mean, obviously, we're not actually that far behind here. We're slightly behind here just because, you know, of the level disadvantage. But other than that, it's not looking terrible. And I've also got one of our keeps, but once we get one good break, I think we may very well be able to pick up the victory here. I mean, it's happened so many times where we do pick up victories after being behind for a long time, so we just gotta try our best and believe in it. Okay. I actually really do like Dahaka's play so far. He's stalking like crazy. It's allowing us to potentially grab the Dragon Knight here, which would be surprising to say the least. Okay. You can see though, I sometimes use my recall expecting my life to come back, which is a little bit silly. Obviously not something I should be expecting either, but... Okay. Man, oh man. We're just trying, man. We're just trying to make sure that they don't grab the Dragon Knight here, because I think this may very well be the end of the match. I definitely went a little bit too far there, and in the end, it doesn't look like we have the sickest amount of sustain. Either way, though, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the total recall here, which basically makes it so that my recall does go ahead and reduce me, or like increase the amount of health that I have. But sadly, I don't think it will matter here because the opposing team is playing slightly too good for us. Either way, though, we can't win all of them. Losses happen. It's unfortunate, but it's a GG either way. So I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day, alright? Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!